Hello YouTube, how's it going? My name is Kenny. Today I am going to talk about the Leica 35mm Summilux steel rim or classic lens. So how did I end up getting this lens is because I was sick and tired of using the Voigtlander 35mm 1.5 lens. That lens was actually quite superb in many ways, but at that time I was more keen on a lens which had characteristics and also it had flaring characteristics. At f1.4 this lens produces mad glow like no other. It's like a pro and a con in a way, and it's very specific. So I would actually treat this lens as a f1.7 to f2 lens. I wouldn't prefer to use it unless I have to, like if I was shooting at nighttime, and yeah, I would potentially use, but I would try and avoid at all costs. This lens here at f1.4 is quite glowy, and I would have to say the softness is a bit too much as well. So I wouldn't really consider this lens here a f1.4 lens. At f1.7 onwards, this lens is totally usable. And from 2.8 onwards, I feel like it's as good as any other Leica lenses. One thing that attracts me to this lens is its actual size. I would have to say it's like a pancake lenses, and having it being silver, it matches up with my MP quite nicely. When I bought this lens, I had a concern, and it was the minimum focus distance, which was 3 feet or 0.85 meters. And after I got it, it was a problem because whenever I take it to wedding photography jobs, I felt like I ain't getting close enough to the type of image that I was wanting to create. Also, I like to take photos of my pet dog, like she's a sausage dog. And since she's so small, like I find it very difficult to use this lens right here because it just makes her look quite, extra small in the frame. This lens here is made out of brass, which actually feels quality, This lens here is made out of brass and it does feel solid, which I like. The focus ring are quite smooth. The aperture ring clicks nicely, although there is a bit of wobble on the aperture ring, but I'm not really quite fussed with that. I have actually had the Voigtlander f1.4 as well, and in terms of quality and build, I feel like this is ahead of it. However though, that lens allows you to focus to 0.7mm, so I've been kind of deciding if I should sell this or not and get that lens instead, or perhaps find another alternative, because I really do enjoy this small size pancake lens on the Leica M. The lens have more of a cooler tone compared to my other lenses, like the Voigtlander lenses which I've had, the Leica Summilux lenses which I've had. I feel like this lens here have like a unique coloring rendering. Like it's a bit cooler than the other lenses which I've had, and also it's a bit funky. Like, yeah, it does have characteristics, and I think I may need to explore it a bit more. I don't really enjoy using it on the film camera as much as I do if I were to adapt it to my Sony a7 IV. Like, I feel like it works better with shooting in digital than in shooting in film. However though, I haven't tried it shooting it in black and white, which may be better to use. But yeah, I do feel like there's just something about it when I'm shooting film with color with this lens right here. Hopefully Leica will remake this lens and have a 0.7 meter focus distance at least, because yeah, it is a bit of a con and I really dislike it actually. Would I recommend this lens? It really depends. If you're looking for a lens which has characteristics and also some flaring characteristics, and if you don't mind, it's not really a f1.4 lens, then this could be a good option. If you're looking for more of a modern lens which has good sharpness, good flaring controls, good bokeh, like I would seriously consider the Voigtlander 35mm 1.5 vintage line lens. I've had that before and it's actually quite superb, but yeah, it's just not the style of the lens I was seeking at that time. And at times I do kind of regret exchanging it. Like, it would be good if I had both at the same time, but then again, I'll be falling into like this super gas syndrome, you know. So yeah, that's about it from me. Hopefully it's not too bad of a video. Keep in mind, this is my second video of the year. I'll be making more and hopefully I'll have some improvements on the next one and the next one and the next one. So yeah, please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.